Howdy out there to all you ghostly goblins, and you go ghoul.
This is GOFN News. I am TJ, and I'm thrilled to have yet another opportunity to show you something pretty special. Now, I recently got the opportunity to meet the artist that I'm reviewing today, and he is, of course, Butch-O-Vision, aka Brandon, aka Butch Von Dro. So we are going to be looking at two, as you can see, figures today, and these are handcrafted. He has an entire arsenal of very interesting and spooky figures. Perfect. 'Tis the season. Take a look at the box. It is the cheesiest pepperoni styled box that you'll see this week. To get more information about what this gent does, you can just go to Butch-O-Vision.com. That'll pop up right below. And this is cheeses crust, also known as Pizza Boys with 3 Z's, as if he's falling asleep. When I asked Butch about this figure that glows in the dark, he had something interesting to say to me. So I'm gonna pop him out of the box and tell you a little tale. He does his own packaging. This looks really good. You can visit him on Butch-O-Vision on Instagram, and also at Pizza Boys at igram as well. Here is this lovely little piece, quite a deity popping out from the dark into the light. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a profile. It's got like an a la, almost a Statue of Liberty, but also like one of those figures that you might see in a darkened church if you were going for confession or something or else. I love that it glows in the dark. It's quite a pizza face. Of course, along the top of the hair, you have this almost sushi looking pizza crust. When I asked him about this figure, he said cheeses in particular, or anything, he likes to take phrases and deal with it in clever ways by changing up words to make it funny and make sense all at the same time. The figure started out as almost just as a drawing, as a giveaway on his Instagram page at Pizza Boys. And it grew into merchandise. So he's got t-shirts and he's got pins, and we're actually going to take a look at some of his wonderful enamel pins on an upcoming show in the next couple of days. So stay tuned right here. So the figure is about 3 inches tall, comes in the printed box. Here on the pizza, it says Pizza Boys with the sort of signature X that he uses all throughout his work. He's got the 2-finger sort of almost religious peace sign, if you will. And then the sculpt of the hair in the back is quite incredible. Look at that. Just sort of flows like an ocean wave. But he's lost a piece of pepperoni on his shirt, cape, robe, what have you here. And then his eyes and his mouth are made with pieces of pepperoni. It looks like, though, his mustache maybe are 2 fish. So are these anchovies? Hold the anchovies, please. Before we take a look at this work, which I was completely mesmerized by when I met him, I asked him a couple of questions, and he sort of shared a little bit about his style, which he says is all over the place. All of his toys are created from drawings. So that's good to know that they come from this sort of like mystical place where the brain hits the pen, hits the fingers, and then turns into some 3D eventually. Sculpted and made overseas. He loves mashups, and he finds that they're fun, where you can create something that can have a good pun to it and make someone laugh, or just make something really cool that makes people happy. And that's what toys should be, right? The artist, it hails from Louisiana, and this is, let me have you look at the box. This is Michael Simpson, otherwise known as the Doh-Nut Killer. as in Doh-Nut Killer. So here we have Michael Simpson, and this is in the RZ variant, which I learned is the Rob Zombie variant. I'm going to take a look at him inside. Packaged really nicely, very simply. It's got the window packaging here. You've got this sort of Simpsons-esque, scary, clay-face looking guy on the sides, and you got a big old jack-o'-lantern on the back. It's in this plastic inner housing. And basically, he finds figures everywhere that he takes, and he can change them up and make them, you know, look super scary and super unusual and otherworldly. In this case, obviously there was some Simpsons figure out there where he carves right into the figure by using various utensils. He sort of designs these and then sends out the drawings, has them made, and he has them made in very small, limited quantities. But you can go to his website to check out if it's available. It's called the Soulless version. He was telling me that these were figures where the eyes and the interior was entirely black. So there would be sort of this, you know, you look into it and you see nothing, but just sort of a dead void. He's definitely bloodied up the sword here, not the sword, but the kind of the meat cleaver, if you will. He's got pretty standard sort of black boots. And then this pumpkin body is carved out beautifully. The interior is very, very solid black. So it gives you this kind of unique feel. I'm going to have a couple of close-ups so that you can take a look at him. And check out the hair. The hair sculpt, I think, is just wild and perfect. It's kind of a combination of The Simpsons and Michael Myers from Halloween. Of course, you know, it's in this orange, red, pumpkin colored jack-o'-lantern body. And if you look close on the back, you can see all the etchings / dash marks, which give you sort of a very mottled sort of effect. I think this is a fantastic figure. We have both the Doh-Nut Killer and Jesus Crust in the house going into the permanent collection. I give him 2, 3 thumbs up for effort, for dynamism, for dynamite, for bringing us something that's a little bit funny that will curve your sense of wonderment for the season. I really, really, really am in awe by this figure. I think he has hit something completely in dead space and found its flooring. And this is totally a great doorstop. Yeah. This one's hollow on the bottom here. As is this one, has a little bit of a hole so that the mold will set properly. This has been TJ for Go Figure News. We'll see you right here next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Over and out.